Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. This is Marilyn Gale. You guys, R. Kelly has been arrested again. I know you guys probably have heard it by now, but this time he has been arrested for owing child support. In fact, $161,000 of child support. Now, let me read you some of the article and, so you'll know what's going on. R. Kelly, like I said, was arrested again over unpaid child support payments. The 52-year-old R&B singer was taken into custody after Wednesday's hearing for failing to pay his ex-wife, Andrea Kelly, more than $161,000 in back child support. Hey, that's probably close to what my back child support is. But anyway, this is about R. Kelly. By today's court-mandated deadline. The Kellys finalized their divorce in 2009 after 13 years of marriage. They share 3 children, 20-year-old Joanne, otherwise known as Buku Abai, I think that's how you pronounce it, Jay 18, and Robert Jr., who is 16. Now, according to Chicago Sun-Times reporter Sam Charles, Kelly will have to pay $161,663 to be released from jail. Kelly came to court prepared to set up a payment plan. Get out of here. Kelly's publicist says Kelly was ready to pay $50,000 to $60,000 today and set up a payment plan. He expected to leave court free. Let's see what else it says. Yahoo Entertainment reached out to Kelly's attorney for comment but did not immediately receive a response. Kelly's arrest came nearly 2 weeks after he was charged with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual assault involving 4 alleged victims. Prosecutors say 3 of the 4 women were underage during the incident stemming from 1998 to 2010. If convicted, Kelly faces a maximum of 3 to 7 years in prison on each charge. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. You can read the rest. It goes, into detail. It speaks about him having that interview with Gayle King at CBS this morning, which I did tape because it came on early this morning. I'm not getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning for R. Kelly, Gayle King, and nobody else. But anyway, it came on early, so I taped it. So when I got up, I had to run some errands, but I did watch half of it. I don't know whether they played what was on the internet and what I made the video about yesterday. They played that part, so I'm not sure if there's any additional thing because I just got home not too long ago. But did you guys see that fake cry? I did not see one tear. And I think that he's running scared right now because all this time he has not given this type of interview that I know of before. So I think he's running scared, like they really might have some good stuff on me. So I better come and do an interview and play the game and try to, he tried to force a tear, but I didn't see not, like the old folks used to say, I didn't see not nan tear. And, he gets up and he's screaming at the camera and even Gayle said she wasn't really afraid that he would hit her or anything because she said Oprah called her to see if she was scared that he might do something, but she said she never felt like he was going to hit her. But did you see his body language? His body language, people who study that, a lot of times when they're saying the note out of their mouth. They're shaking their head with a yes gesture. I mean, there are experts to tell you about people body language. And I'm not an expert, but I looked at his body language and it is telling me guilty, 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 which I kind of, I was going that route anyway. I believe he's 100% guilty. But it was just interesting to see, how it looks like now he really feels it's a great possibility that he can spend the rest of his life in jail. So he gonna come on. This was all premeditated, guys. This was all set up in his mind to get an interview, to perform, try to squeeze out a tear, try to go through all those theatrics to get the sympathy from, get sympathy while he's in court. And maybe if there's a jury trial or something that they'll feel sorry for him. He's acting like he's the victim. He's denying it. And it's all a ploy. In my opinion, it's all a ploy because R. Kelly is running scared. Now, I was kind of skeptical when they arrested him because I'm thinking he had dodged a bullet so many times that what's going to make this any different? He's going to get some good attorneys and, attorneys that they want their name out there, a big case like this. Yeah, they want their name out there. So he's going to get some good attorneys. He's going to put on his little play, act in tears, and try to get sympathy from, he might even get on the stand himself so he can try to squeeze another tear, the first tear out for the jury members. But I don't know, guys. It's like, could it really be that he's actually going to get convicted this time? I mean, a lot of us just know in our heart that he's guilty, but just because you're guilty, that doesn't mean you're going to jail. Just because you're guilty does not mean that you're going to be convicted because you could have the right attorneys. It looks like before he had in his word, in the streets that he had paid people off and, paid some of the victims off and, paid them to say this and that. And so I'm not sure whether this is going to happen again, but could it be that he's going to actually be convicted this time and sent to jail? Because with all those counts that they have against him, he could possibly spend the rest of his life in jail. And maybe he has just realized, oh man, stop playing, like his words to Gail, stop playing, I'm going to jail. So we shall see, but I tell you what, he's not getting out of jail according to this article until he pays his ex-wife that back child support. So, I maybe I should have done the same. Let me shut up. Because, I didn't almost say it anyway, because I'm owed almost that amount myself. And I definitely didn't marry an R. Kelly, so let me stop spilling my tea. This is about R. Kelly. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I just wanted to put that out there. Those of you that had not heard this, those of you that have not subscribed, please do so now. Click that notification bell. I know I say it all the time, but I want to just remind you guys to look forward to my podcasts and videos. So I will end this all I have for now. You guys have a good evening. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you for the new subscribers always. And thanks my subscribers that has been with me and those that have been with me from the very beginning. Thank you so much. And everyone have a good evening. Good night.